Bonfire by Sevendust. This is CVT Guitar Lesson for Alan. Alan, they're one of my favorite, I call them modernish, currentish bands, but they've been around for a while. I love their groove, I love the guitar player's style, the singing, everything. This song is B standard. Now they're using an acoustic and an electric. I had to make a choice because I just want to be doing it, you know, one guitar through here. So, nothing live that I could refer to, so I had to make some judgment calls on which strings to do some of these notes. You know, it could be, or, oops, you know, they can be in different spots. I just don't have a reference to go by. So let's jump in. Section 1A, 0 seconds in, and like I said, this is acoustic for sure. Just on this part, open E. Like I said, it's B standard. It's super low. You know, I can strum an E major chord and it works. You know, just your top note is a B. Open up top, although I'll call it an E string probably throughout the lesson. I'm in 3rd fret B, hammer to 5, and then open E, 5B. So that gives you, and then 5-3B. I would follow the picking in this for the most part, or at least if you see a down up. If you're feeling it as an up down, that's fine, but it's telling you something's quicker. So open B, 3G, hammer to 4, and then open E, 4G. It's a hold right there, which that needs to be notated with a darker line up here. So you'll have right after that open E, 3B. You're going to do it once, twice, and then the third time, but the third time go right onto into a hammer on the 5B and right back to 3B. That's the midpoint. Then it kind of starts over. Hearing a slight bend on the 5-3B right there. You don't have to bend very far because our tuning is so low. Open B, and then the ending's different here. 5E, 3E, half step bend. Open E, short rest, and then open E, 3 hammer 5B, open E. 2 times, second time no star, which is just the at the end, you don't put in there. That'll lead us in at 18 seconds to section 1B. It's a really cool, you know who it reminds me a little bit of, Alan, is Days of the New. I don't know, just the heaviness with the acoustic, really. Oops. My strings are so low, if you push a little too hard, it's going to go sharp. I gotta get it to match my fingers here. And like I said, now you can start to hear a second guitar coming in soon, catching some tonalities. I did have a concern at one point whether this was in B standard tuning. I have a feeling maybe one guitar was and one wasn't. But check it out. Kind of funky stuff. So it's a E power chord, open E, 2A. Technically it's a B, but... And then 5A, muted D, 7G. So it's an octave, slide to 7-9, and then go down up. Down up mutes. 5-7 EA, 3-5 EA. You have a quick rest and a ring. 5-7 EA, slide to 6-8, and then down up. Down up mute, and right back to the chord. Sounds like this. And then 5-7, down up, and then mute down up. So 3-5, slide to 5-7, and then back to 3-5. So, or where's that at? Then, kind of like a start over. Up to there. Now this is different. 5-7 EA, slide to 6-8. Well, so far that's the same. but it's going to change. Down, up, mute, down, up, and then down on the chord. 8, 10, down, up, down, down. So that's your beat. 2 times. Second time no star, which is just the at the end. Instead of that, you're going to go from the 6-8, slide to 8-10. It's almost the same, but and then down, up, down, down. And then you'll end with the E power chord, so it's open to EA. You'll hear the guitar, it rings out 39 seconds in. Love that. 3B hammer 5, 3 hammer or 3 vibrato. So we have 3G, and there's rest there. So, and then open B, 2 pull open G, 2D. So I like to go up, down, pull, down, but you can, they can be all downs if you're more comfortable. 41 seconds, repeat section 1A. The next new thing, section 1C, 59 seconds in. It's just like a layered groove, like I said, because there's multiple guitars here. Oops. So open E, 7 slide to 9 on the G, and then go down up. Quick rest. 9 7 G. I'm going to go up down. 8B, half step bend. So it's top of page 3. Repeat it for the first part. Go 9 7 G 9 D at the end. So we don't do the 8B half step. That whole part's 2 times. So 1 being do that twice. Section 2A, a minute 8 in. This song just gets getting more intense as it goes. Oops. Let me check something. Yep. Pretty chords. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. Same thing over 799, open, open. Do that 3 times. Check it first as an arpeggio. So we'll do the last time. Oops. From the top string down, 8, 10, 10, 9, open, open. This is a little shorter on the strum. Kind of the same feel though, but down, down, up, down, down, down. And then 6, 8, 8, 7. Down, down, up, down, down, down. So then you hit a series of repeats, and then you'll hear the electric come in. And it's kind of a back layered solo really, through a big chunk of the rest of this. Palm mute 14D, alternate pick, go down, up, down, up. And then do it again. So it's then go 14D, 12G half step bend, 14D 3 times. Now everything on the D is palm muted. If you're doing a note that's off of that, which would be the G string, that won't be. So then go do that last riff again, but do a 14G instead of a 12G. So you have, and then 14 12 half step bend. So 14 12 14 12 14, palm mute all of it except the last note. That's it. You'll see double dots with 6 times of the 14 being on the D string, palm mute alternate pick. In other words, 12 times. Okay? Okay, so then you'll go 12G with 5 14Ds palm muted alternate picked. So with those double dots. And then another grouping of double dots, 12 hammer 14, and then down up on the 14 palm muted. Sounds like this. Those are all little cool percussive subgroups that you can go over and over. You know what I mean? 230 time stamp, 12 hammer 14. Then you'll see the 14th fret written 8 times with double dots, so it's going to be 16 times, just straight alternate picking of the 16th notes and palm muting. This is it. So, to the end, so that would be that. Of course, you got to connect them, Alan, without the pauses. 12 hammer 14 on the D, 12G, 14D, 5 times. So, okay, top of page 4, 14G, this is cool, hammer 15, pull 14, hammer 15, sounds like this. So, palm mute 14, 12G, 14 pull 12G, so it's 14, 12D, palm muted down up. It's very cool, man. 14D, you'll see it written 6 times, palm mute alternate, double dot, so it means 12 times. If you have to count, Alan, which you probably won't have to if you know the song really good, but if you accent the first note of every 6 in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that might help you. Matter of fact, that's going to be 4 times, so 6 times 4, that'd be 24 times. Then you'll really hear the electric solo kind of kick in at 238. 14G bend, same thing with 12. 14D vibrato. So 12, 14D, 12G half step bend. 14 pull 12 on the D. So it's, and then you see the start of some double dots, and we'll talk about that in a second, but we keep going. 14 bend on the G, 12 vibrato, 12 hammer 14D, vibrato, 14 pull 12D, this is cool, 14 pull 12 on the D, palm mute 14 12 AD, 14 13 A, so you have 12 slide to 10, and then down up on the 10. So 14G bend, 12, 14D vibrato, 250 time stamp, some string skipping. One of my favorite ones, actually. Yeah. 14 hammer 15G, 12E, 15 12G, 14 pull 12G, 14D, 12G half step bend. Here's the whole thing. Okay, 14 12, 14 12, palm mute, down up, down up. Then you'll see those double dots again that I told you we'd talk about. You go back to the next set and just repeat it to the end of that whole thing. Right? And then you even do that. You go through the, or that's finished. That's the second time. 257, 15B bend, and then 15 vibrato. 15 12B, 15E bend. Be careful on your bends because the strings being so lowly tuned, it's the whole step is real easy to do now. So we have 15 pull 12E, 15 12 BE, 15B bend vibrato.